I just hope the screen is visible to all. Is it?
Oui, madame.
Great, great, great. So, very, very quickly, I'll just give 5 minutes because we have done the revision also of this particular lesson. So, the chapter is adjective possessive. Now, once we talk about a possessive adjective, that means uh, all the adjectives which are used to show that yes, this thing belongs to me. I am showing my possession towards this thing. So, for example, the words like my, your, his, her, are, there, all these words of English are the part of these possessive adjectives. Now, once we talk about French language, yes, there also we have the same words, but we started with a little bit of twist here because we have learned that French is a gender based language. So every other thing, even your words like my, your, his, her, and etc., etc., all these adjectives also have genders. So supposingly, if you are saying that phone is masculine, जैसे हम हिंदी में बोलते हैं फोन पड़ा है, right? So if you are saying phone is masculine, then it is my duty to put my masculine in front of it. I cannot use any other gender of my to it. All right. So, first of all, the very first thing that we learned how to judge a word that from which category it belongs to. So, we have seen there are four categories in total. The first one here, if you can see on the screen, just a second, let me just minimize it. Yeah. The first category is of plural. We saw that any word which ends on SXZ, it's plural. Then we came on vowel, that means A, E, I, O, U, H, and Y. If any word is starting from any of these letters, that means it's a vowel starting word. Thirdly is my feminine category. So we have discussed 90% of times, I'm not saying all the times, but 90% of times, if a word is ending on E, it is feminine. Now, talking about the last category here, which is of masculine, let's say if a word is not plural, not even vowel, not even feminine, of course it is masculine in nature then. So this is how we basically judge a word, and this can be my first kind of a question, that please judge the word for me. Is this word masculine, feminine, vowel or plural? So whether you have seen that word which has come in the exam ever or not, be it a 20 letter word or a 3 letter word, चाहे कुछ भी हो, चाहे जानते हैं आप उस वर्ड्स को, मीनिंग पता है, ट्रांसलेशन पता है, प्रोनाउंसिएशन पता है या नहीं, big deal, we know how to judge a word. Of course, after that, we saw that how do we judge a word? So, we take the word after the blank. So, whatever is happening before or after it, maybe if it is a sentence also, you just need to see a word after the blank. Now, by judging, I mean judge the gender. So, I'm just taking one example here. Let's see how to judge it. Check whether it is plural or not. Now, how do we do that? If this word after the blank is ending on SXZ, then it is plural. And of course, it's not the case here. So, ये word plural नहीं है. Now, let's say if I add an S here. Now I can say it is plural, but without S, no, no, no. Next is vowel starting. So very well, someone can say, ma'am, vowel hai because it is ending on E. Now I said you have to check the starting in the vowel case, the starting letter. So my starting letter is P, and of course P is not the part of vowels. Next is feminine. So is the word ending on E? Yes. And hence I got to know that this word which was given to me in the exam is feminine in nature. I have told you 100 times till now that this particular order we have to follow each and every time we are seeing any question. Every time. Okay, so that no confusions are there regarding the gender of the word. So 90% of your syllabus, I mean, if I'll just talk about semester two, okay, so all the grammatical topics are based on this distinctions only. Okay, plural hai ki nahi, vowel, then feminine, and then masculine. You always have to judge a word before adding up any grammatical topic. Okay, so this was my first thing. After that, we saw, ठीक है, masculine, feminine वगैरह सब पता करना आ गया ना. What about possessive adjectives? There we saw a table following as a list of possessive adjectives, जहाँ पे हमारे अगर English में देखें हम, we have my, your, his, her, our, your, and their. So in English, as I have told you, we have such certain words. In French, it becomes of three categories. क्यों? क्योंकि my can be different with masculine and vowel starting words, feminine words, and plural words. So basically, how the questions are going to come, how I have to apply this table. That is the main question. So we have seen, supposingly some word is given to me. Now this is the second way of posing a question from this chapter. Dash, then some word is given, and in the bracket the translation is given as of my or his or whatever. So what you need to do, let's see. Always find the gender of the word which is there after the blank. Okay, so judging kaise karte hain? We have just discussed in this particular order only. So how do you check? Leonette, I don't know what does it mean, but yes, it is plural because it is ending on S. So now I have my, which was given in the question, and plural. So I have to see both the cases. My, ये हो गई मेरी ये वाली row, and plural, my plural is may. Hence, my answer is MES. So this is how the questions are going to come in your finals as well as your midterms. So yes, I'm already telling you this chapter is the part of your midterm. Okay. So this was the second way of posing the question from this lesson. The last way is, what if it comes in the form of sentences? So what about the sentences? Again, चाहे sentence है, चाहे कुछ भी है, what we have to do? See where is the blank and the word followed by it. So you can just ignore all other things in the sentence as of semester 2 is concerned. Okay, so blank and the word after it. So how I'm supposed to work on it? Same case, find the gender. So we can see it's a vowel starting word. And after that, यहाँ तो कोई bracket में दिया ही नहीं, my, your, his, her, तो कैसे करें हम? Now it is entirely your choice that which adjective possessive you want to choose. It's an open-end question. How come? Once you have found the gender, that is vowel. Okay, you will go to the table once again. Here you will see that the vowel category is the first column. Now out of this first column, you can add any of this word, not only mot or so, any of this word, and your answer will be correct. Grammatically, uska sense banega, and if it is making a sense in grammar, then of course we will give you marks. Okay, so you just need to check the gender, and supposingly if in the bracket my, their, of something of these sorts are not given, then it's an open-end question. It's entirely your choice which one you want to choose. Now even here, let's say I do not have, I did not mention this my. मैंने इस word में मैंने my mention नहीं किया. I just have this word lunette. So I found out that yes, the gender is plural. So out of this plural, I can add any word and I'll get the marks. If in the bracket, it's not given that which adjective possessive I have to use. Okay, so these three kind of questions will come in the exam from this particular lesson. I know it's a kind of a heavy task, but it is the base of everything, whatever you will do till semester 4. Okay, so please make your base strong, and then there will be no issues, with French language. All right, so this much we did in our last classes. Okay, now in this chapter itself, I have another mini chapter which is not given in the notes. So notes में आपके नहीं given. So these are your class notes, the 5 pointers that I have written here. Now, can someone tell me what we are talking about here in this, which topic which I have highlighted?
Ma'am, family relations.
Ma'am, relationship.
We are talking
Yes,
about the
ma'am.
relationships, the family relations. So, what sort of family relations, of course? Now, from this chapter itself, we can get one topic where I am going to tell about my family. Okay, my father's name is this, my mother's name is this. She is a housewife, she is a working woman, or whatever. I mean, etc., etc. So, how to describe your family, we'll see in another 10 minutes. Okay. Now, first of all, for that, at least we should know how to call grandfather in French, grandmother, and the other relations like that. So, here it is, les relations. So, no need for the pronunciations here. For 5 pointers, I'll give the pronunciations. Please note it down. So, relation, that is relation. The first one here is grand-père. Please note the pronunciations because it is the small part of your Viva. How we are going to conduct Viva and what exactly is going to come, we'll see in another 1 or 2 lectures, but it is the part of it. So, it is grand-père. Grand got a nasal sound. Grand père. So just like Hindi word we have père, same pronunciation. Grand père, that means grandfather. Just the opposite, of course, it's grand-mère. So we got the same spelling, same pronunciation, grand and grand. The father and mother is changing. So père and mother is mère. Grand-père, grand-mère. That is grandfather, grandmother. Next, second one is quite easy because it is just the repetition from the first category. It's père, père, mère, 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 père, mère. So of course, it's father and mother. Coming on the third one, first one, oncle. Nasal sound, please. Oncle. 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 Oncle, that is uncle. And of course, aunt is called tante. Tante. Three sounds are coming. Tante. 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 That is oncle, uncle, tante, aunt. All right. Fourth one, and of course, uncle and aunt. I mean, why we are talking about uncle and auntie? Where is chacha, chachi, taya, tai, mama, mami, whatever, masa, masi? So basically, of course, in the Western culture, we do not have this masa, masi, chacha, chachi kind of a thing. For everyone, we have a single word that is uncle and aunt. So even if we are we are having a blood relation, still we'll call them uncle and aunt if they are not our father and mother. Okay, so that is why uncle and aunt is a common word for them. Now, fourth one is fees. Just like English word, fees. F-E-E-S जैसे हम pronounce करते हैं. Fees. That means son. And fee. Fee. So, fees में से S हटा दिया. That is fee. That means it's daughter. So, son and daughter. I pronounce that for you once again. Fees, son. Fee, daughter. Fifth one and the last one in the relations is frère. Very, very important. That is why I've highlighted in yellow. It's important because aunt 110 times they have asked in the paper, okay, give me the translation of frère or sir. Okay, so frère, frère, frère means brother, frère, frère. Simply, you have those Ferrero Rocher chocolates, right? So पीछे से बस Ferrero के O हटा दो. That is frère. That's the pronunciation. Frère, and sister is pronounced as sir, just like English word sir. Hello, sir. Bye, sir. Like that. So, okay. So, frère and sir, brother and sister. Now, we do have certain other relation like nephew and niece and all, but we will not cover it right now. Maybe later on in another chapters. Okay. Can you just mute yourself? Someone is unmuted here. Okay. So these are your relations and the names under it, relationships. Okay. Now, why I was discussing it all of the sudden in this chapter only. दूसरा chapter बना के भी तो कर सकते थे ना. Now, why I was doing it, you will just see in next question. Here it is written, traduisez en anglais. Very, very, very important question. Now, why I'm saying so, it's going to be very important because either you are giving your MCQ paper or you are giving your subjective paper by coming in the campus. This question is going to be a common one. So translations always comes in the exam, be it the part of section B or C. We don't know. Okay, so first question here it says, traduisez en anglais, that means translate in English. Of course, a sentence given to you is in French language and you need to convert it into English. So how to do that? Now let's say if it is an MCQ paper. So दो options में से देख के हमें पता चल जाता है, yes, the near one is this one. So it's going to be very easy. So translations in MCQs are very, very, very easy. You have attempted all those things. But what if you are coming to the campus and giving a subjective paper? You are going to receive a question like this and there is no option. You have to write the sentence in the target language. अब कैसे करें? Please listen to me very carefully because I'm going to tell you the marking scheme also of these translations, how we basically mark. Now let's say this sentence is given to me. Mon père est avocat. I don't know how it is pronounced, but they are asking me to translate. Okay, so मुझे इतना पता है. Mon is from the first lesson.
My.
That means my. Now, I forgot, मैम ने पढ़ाया था, but I forgot what is pair. Okay, कोई बात नहीं, देखते हैं. Let me just have a blank here. Now, EST, मुझे तो ये भी याद नहीं आ रहा है. So let me just keep another blank for this EST. Let me see what it is. And lastly, avoca. Okay, it is somehow looking like advocate. Chalo, let me write. Okay, advocate. Now, obviously, such kind of confusions can occur in your mind when you are giving the exam. So even if you are writing these two words for me, you are going to get the marks. Now, I'm not saying full marks, but some marks you will get. So even if you don't know what is advocate here, even if you're just writing my, you are going to get some marks. Okay, so चाहे पूरा sentence का translation नहीं आता, be it in any language, French or English, still try to write at least one or two words from those sentences because it is obviously better to have something rather than nothing. So it is a university rule. If you are writing a correct translation for even a single word, you will get some marks out of it. So for example, आप बोल सकते हो मैम ऐसे तो मैं एक वर्ड लिख देता हूँ 1 mark का आएगा तो half तो मिल ही गया, right? No, I'm not saying that by writing one word you will get half mark. I'm saying let's say this thing happens in the next 5 sentences again. आपने किसी एक सेंटेंस में भी पूरा आंसर नहीं लिखा, सब में ऐसे एक दो वर्ड्स लिख दिया. Then probably out of 5 marks there, I can give you 2, not more than that. Okay, or maybe 1 or 1.5. So whatever you will write, you will get marks for it. That is what I'm just trying to say. So never ever, I'm just talking about French language here, never ever leave anything. ठीक है, तुम्हें लग रहा है कि ठीक है, I should shoot a duck in the exam, just shoot it. You never know when you get right or wrong. Okay, so please never leave an answer as a blank one. Okay, write something and you will get the marks, because we know it's a foreign language, so we are here to give you marks for whatever you will write, obviously sensible things. Okay, so this is how we basically mark on the translations, and hopefully that you will give exams in the campus. I mean, I am thinking, I don't know, I haven't received any information as of now, but I am thinking that if you are coming to the campus, at least you should know the marking schemes, that how we mark you. Okay, so that there are no confusions. अरे मेरा यहाँ mark क्यों चला गया, अरे मेरे extra marks कैसे आ गए, मैंने तो लिखा ही नहीं था. So like that. Okay, so my, we got to know that it is the first one. Now we have just discussed relation pair. What is pair? We have just
Father.
discussed
Father. My
So,
father is a
my father. Okay, EST तो अभी भी नहीं पता मुझे. So what
is
to do? Okay, advocate हमने लिख ही लिया था. Now just read a sentence. My father dash advocate. So of course my father is an advocate. My father has an advocate. कुछ भी हो सकता है. So please make sure whenever you receive this EST, this is basically your helping verb coming from être, which you have covered in semester 1. So EST always means is. Okay, and here you got full 1 mark. So whatever you know, write it, you will get the marks. You don't know anything, still you're writing something, you will get the marks. You don't know anything and you're not even writing, of course it's 0. This was my explanation. Okay. Okay, let's just do the rest of the 4 very quickly. Sorry, very slowly. Let's see how. ला, अच्छा मुझे फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर में करा तो था, मुझे नहीं पता इस वर्ड को क्या कहते हैं. कोई बात नहीं. Sir, I have just done. What is sir? Sir
sister. Sir, sister.
Sister.
is sister. Fine. The पता नहीं क्या है. Mo is my. So I have my here. Next, pair is father. ठीक है. We have just discussed in the above one. EST is. Okay. Ma is my again. Taunt, I have discussed its aunt. Now make the sense. Dash sister, dash my father is my aunt. Make the sense. We are left with only 2 words, la and the.
The sister of my
Exactly.
father is my aunt.
The sister of my father is my aunt. So yes, you may receive such questions in the exam. Okay, where you have to prove these relations. जैसे हमारे reasoning में आते थे when we were giving those entrance exams. Okay, so the sister of my father is my aunt, and hence that's the complete translation. Okay, so sometimes when we don't even know the word, but once we read the whole sentence, हमें पता चल जाता है. I have never introduced you this word, the, to you, but still you were able to give me the translation. Okay, so this is how very easy translations comes in the exam. Okay, let's check the third one. Same category, reasoning one. Fees. Okay, fees. I don't know. ल तो पता ही नहीं है. Fees is son. Okay. The अभी हमें पता चला है is of. Okay. More pair. That is my father. Then mo a is. Mon frère is my brother. Okay. So what do you think this love would mean?
The
The
It is the son of my father is my brother. Again, a reasoning question, and they are very interesting. They too come in the exams. I am not saying it's going to come in the midterms, but final ones. Midterm के लिए थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा हो जाएगा. Okay, now next let's see fourth. Ill. We have discussed it 100 number of times. It means they.
We.
अगर नहीं याद है तो please याद करो because it is one of your subject. Okay, so यहाँ पे it is mandatory. Now respect means respect ही होगा. English word से related ही. नहीं होगा तो we'll delete it. It's okay. Lure, we have seen in adjective possessive, it's there. And parent, same spelling, it's parents. So of course, we got our translation. They respect their parents. All right, the last one here. Kel, I don't know what it is. EST is. Votre is your, one of your adjective possessive. And nationality, of course, it's looking like nationality only. So that's my translation for nationality. Now, after nationality, there is this question mark. That means some question is getting posed here.
What is your nationality?
What is your nationality?
Exactly. So thoda sa common sense will apply and we'll get our answers then and there. So of course it is, what is your nationality? And this is how the translation comes in the exam, and it actually takes time. Okay, so exam में बहुत time मिलता है, इसलिए हम यहाँ पे वो invest कर देते हैं. All right. So this is one way of translating in English. If you'll see the another way, traduisez en français. So translate in French. Now what I have decided in the semester, all these questions, because in every chapter I have included traduisez en français because translations are very important. So whenever you have translate in English, we'll do then and there. Whenever you'll have translate in French, we will do it towards the end of the semester so that our vocabulary is still here then. So I know what is my, but till now I don't know what is friend, what is tall, and is to abhi abhi pata chal gaya. So once we'll have that level of vocabulary towards the end of semester, then all together of all the chapters will do translations in French. ठीक है? So before the final exams, we'll complete this. Midterm में translations are not going to come. Even if they are coming, they are going to be very easy. For example, what is ma is my. What is ton? Ton is your. Not in the form of sentence. Okay. So this is where we end our lesson number 1. That is of adjective possessive. That is possessive adjectives. Okay. Related to it, we always get a question in the exam. Describe your family. अब मुझे अभी तक description तो आता ही नहीं है. How to do that? Now, please go along with me and we'll see कि ये सबसे easy task है for all of us. So let's say अगर ये question exam में आ रहा है, find yourself really, really lucky. Okay, so here the question is, Rive votre famille. Very favorite question of the examiners. How do we do that? We are just going to see. Now, this question basically comes for 16 marks. Huge, huge, huge weightage. Okay, so 16 marks के लिए you are just getting one question where it says décrivez, pardon my spelling, okay, décrivez votre famille. That means describe your family. We go step by step and we'll see how to describe a family. Though if I can show it to you, I have this my family करके, but इतना लंबा पैराग्राफ करेगा, of course, right? So if this question come, how I am going to survive with it, how I can write it. Let's see. 16 marks, as you know, are very important because
Ma'am,
uh,
ma'am, is it a part of
marks
lesson 2?
in yes, it's a part of lesson 2.
Okay, ma'am.
So 16 marks are very important because missing marks you need out of 60 is 18. 18 marks wala pass hota hai, and supposedly if you're getting 16 marks, of course for your own 6, but to pass, I'm saying.
Excuse me, ma'am.
So how to work with this question, please? Go ahead.
Ma'am, your
Go
voice
ahead.
is
Go ahead.
breaking a lot.
Okay. Am I audible now?
Still it was breaking.
Still, it is breaking. I don't know. I think network connection is all good. Here. Okay. Am I audible here? Am I? Or it's still breaking?
It is breaking, ma'am.
Let- I'm at T-Wi-Fi. I'm having issues because they are in campus now. Let me just check if I can connect it. Just give me a moment.
Ma'am.
Sorry, please come again. Okay, how's it now? Am I audible to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Ma'am.
yes, ma'am. Connected from my phone. Okay. Is the screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Very well, very well. Okay. Fine. So when we say describe your family and it is coming for 16 marks. So what I'm supposed to do, I am going to describe any 4 members of my family, and technically any 3 because the fourth one will be you. Okay. So choose any 3 members of your family, be it your grandfather, your mother, your father, your uncle, aunt, brother, sister, any relation. Okay. So you always have to start a paragraph with one line which you need to memorize. That is, il y a 4, that is 4 membres dans ma famille. Now, please don't get into the pronunciations as of now. We are just learning how to work with these 16 marks. So, no pronunciations, just the concept. So, this is my first line, which I need to learn as it is. Okay, now, can someone tell me what it must mean? I mean, what should be the translation?
I have a family of 4, ma'am. Yeah.
Go ahead, go ahead. 4 members.
In my
There are
family.
4 members in my family.
Exactly.
There are 4 members.
There are 4 members in my family. Such kind of sentences also comes in the translation. Okay, so there are 4 members in my family. Now, even if you have 40, even if you have 2, always write 4 for this question because we need to attain those 16 marks. Okay, so there are 4 members in my family. Now, what all 4 members are there? Let's see. First of all, let's say you are talking about your father, for example. So, mon père. Now, mon, why? Because it is my and father is masculine. So, that is why I have used my masculine one. So, my father s'appelle. Now, this is important word. अगर एक member of family का हमें learn हो जाता है, then we can write 10 another introductions. Okay, mon père s'appelle, then the name. So basically, this sentence is asking for name. That my father's name is this. So just fill up with the name. And yes, you have to write fictitious names. Now, if you think कि अगर हमने किसी का नाम लिख दिया असली में या अपने friends के नाम लिख दिया whatever, we will get to know. Okay, so um, giving any point of identification in your exams कि जिससे बच्चे का पता चल जाए that this person is writing the exam, then you will lose half the mark there, very certainly there. Because 16 marks में से फिर हम आपको 16 पे judge नहीं कर पाएंगे, we will judge you on 18 just because you have mentioned your name or your identification somehow in the paper. Okay, so this is the rule for each and every subject. It's the amity rule. So never ever disclose your name or never ever disclose your any identity. Okay. So my father's name is, so probably you can just write ABC. Why not? Okay. Next sentence followed by it is mon père a. So first two words are common and the third one is a. What does it mean? Let's see. We'll see. Dash on. Okay, I hope I am audible enough. Am I?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
Oui,
Uh,
madame.
right. So second sentence to describe someone would become mon père a dash on. Now what does this mean? My father is these many years old. So you just write the number, I don't know, maybe 54. Okay. So just write the number and second sentence ke liye bhi marks mil gaya. All right. Now, third line to write about is mon père या अब यहाँ पे आप कर सकते हैं ill. So बाय बार my father लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. एक सेंटेंस में my father लिख दिया, उसके बाद simply ill. Ill means he. Okay, so ill m. So m is very important verb which comes from aimer, to like. So he likes dash. Now what is this dash? जैसे आपने अपने लिए इंट्रोडक्शन लर्न किया था, you mentioned there I like chocolates, I like ice creams, I like books, I like watching television. Any one activity from there you can mention it here. Okay, so il aime, let's say, lire. So lire means to read. Or if you want to write chocolates or whatever, go ahead. Now, nobody is going to ask why your father loves chocolates or ice cream. It's just, we are just seeking कि आपको sentence बनाना आ रहा है या नहीं in French language. So even if your father hates sweets, but still you remember कि नहीं chocolates को ऐसे लिखते हैं, sweets को ऐसे लिखते हैं, please go ahead. Nobody is going to confirm from him. Okay, so make the sentences and वहां पे वर्कआउट हो जाएगा. सो लेट्स से आपको नहीं समझ आ रहा मो पैर इल एम वाला लिखिए क्या करें. Now there is another option that you can write. Why this UOB lecture is so important? There is another option. आप लिख सकते हैं ill a he is. Okay, ill a he is dash. Now, in this dash, I will give you certain words which, basically they are the adjectives to describe someone. So he is kind, he is frank, he is nice, he is a sportsman, or he is handsome. Okay, so whatever you think is suiting the description, you can choose a word according to you. So what all those words are, you have to just learn one. I am giving you plenty, but you have to learn one. So ill a probably you can write beau, that is handsome, or you can write kind or nice, that is sympa. Okay, so any of these two, you can just choose it. If you don't want to work for this line, please go ahead for the next one. Okay, now last line for him would be uh, okay, we have 16 marker. No, 3 lines would be more than enough. If you think nahi wo kar lete hain, so ill a dash. Any of the profession which you think is easy to learn. So even if your father is not a police officer, but still you are writing it there that nahi wo to easy spelling hota hai, please go for it. Okay, so ill a profession, ill a one word from here, then age and name. 4 sentences per person. Now it's entirely your choice which one out of these you want to choose. I have given you 5. So out of 5, any 4 you can choose. So अब हर एक का 4-4 करके learn करेंगे ये तो बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाएगा, right? Now, even if you are learning 4 sentences for one member, you just have to repeat the same sentences for other people as well in your family. Let's see how. So let's say after your father, you want to describe your brother. Okay, अब brother का turn आ गया है. So brother के लिए we have just learned mon frère. Same sentence then. S'appelle with name. Okay, so name आ गया. Now what was the another one? The age. So it will be same sentence. Of course, change the number. So he is 13 years old. Next line, il aime lire. Okay. यहाँ लिख देते हैं il aime lire. And अगर यहाँ पे लिखना है आपको नहीं वो तो हमें कुछ और लिखना है. So if for father you have used lire, you can use il est beau here. So next sentence हमारा हो गया ये il est beau. So basically you just have to shuffle around with the words.
Ma'am, you are not
Various sentences. Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm saying you just have to shuffle around the words. Baki sentences, the formation of sentences would remain same. And lastly, if you want to write profession, go ahead. Otherwise, 4 lines are done. So it's entirely your choice. First, name should be there. Second, age should be there. And next 2 sentences, you can choose it on your own. You want to write about profession, you want to write about likings, you want to write about the nature. तो तीनों में से वो आपको कोई भी 2 choose करने हैं. And then similarly for next person, if it is your mom, you can write it for her as well. So mother के लिए it would be ma mère and everything would remain same. S'appelle same. Now यहाँ पे था ill means he. Here we would change ill to elle, she. So if you're describing any female member of your family, then instead of ill, you have to write elle. That is the common word here, she. Of course, it must be around, let's say, 53. Okay, so change the number, sentences will remain same. Next line, LM या LA सैम्पा, तो उसके लिए कैसे लिखेंगे? Full sentence. इल की जगह we are changing to L. Okay, and for bow, now you will write bell. This is the only difference for female members. Beau ki jagah you will write bell because beau means handsome and belle means beautiful. These 2 are the very, very, very nice words and very important from the point of view of translations as well. How to say handsome, how to say beautiful. Okay, so even if you're talking about handsome salary, not even a person, you have to use beau. Okay, beautiful painting. All right, belle. So not even for only for the people, living persons, but for other things as well, you use these 2 words. Okay, so why this UOB lecture is so important? Anyways, so This is how basically you have to see which 3 to 4 lines I have to check. Now मैंने आपको 4 lines बताई हैं यहाँ पे. You can work on any 3 lines per person. So एक तो name हो गया, दूसरा age हो गया, and तीसरा it's entirely your wish. You want to write the likings or dislikings, you want to write the nature, you want to write the profession, your choice. 3 lines per person and the job is done. The formation of sentence will always remain same with everyone. It will not change. Okay, so any confusions if you are here, if you have till here, please ask me. Anything that you couldn't understand or you didn't understand.
Ma'am, what is the meaning of Bell and Sampa?
Okay, I didn't tell you Sampa. Sorry. Belle is beautiful, and Sampa means kind or nice. So kind, nice. दोनों words के लिए we have same word Sampa.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So lastly ये तो 3 जने हो गए. Now how to introduce yourself? ये तो हमने 100 times कर लिया already. So for introducing yourself, of course, the first 3 lines would go. Je m'appelle. We have covered in semester 1. Your name, obviously the fictitious name. Je suis. Maybe you can just talk about your profession. Je suis étudiant or étudiante for girls. Next, j'ai. I don't know how many years old are you, but you can try your age here. Or j'aime et chocolat. Again, out of these 4, any 3 sentences would work. So last person should be you. Okay, of course, with the fictitious name. So same sentences, just change the name, age, and likings. बस एक बार एक सेंटेंस लर्न करना है, सिर्फ नेम और एज चेंज करते रहो, सब में बाकी same sentences रहेंगे. And this is how we describe a family. Of course, in the next lecture, in lesson number 2, we'll see that how exactly you describe a family with this paragraph. So you can get those words कि आपको कुछ अगर use करना है, naughty या small or tall वगैरह, so you can take the words from here. Okay. So I think this is it from my side for today. It was too much for the first lecture. If you have anything to ask, please go ahead. Otherwise, we'll take attendance and we'll go. Anything that you have in your mind? Yes.
No, ma'am. Can you repeat the pronunciation of aunt?
Please come again, Tajib. Can you please? Tajib, please ask your question once again.
Aunt, ma'am. How do we have to pronounce aunt? Taunt or is it?
Aunt. Okay, it's taunt. It's the sound is coming. T is not there in French language. It's taunt. Taunt, ne, t. Taunt. Got it?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Great. Okay. So very quickly, let me just download your attendance. If there are no questions for me, you all may leave now. Merci. Thank you so much. Yes, please.
Thank you, ma'am.
Merci, madam.
Merci, madam.
Merci, ma'am.
Thank you, madam.
Merci,
Merci,
madam.
See you guys.